You've entered into week number 7, and week number 7 we're looking at the contemporary audience and how our Bible passages fit within the context of our ministry. It's important that you think about application and principles that are to be examined in the life of any given passage. There's always a principle that you and I can find, whether it's in the Old Testament, whether it's in the Psalms or Proverbs, or as we bridge into the New, and we're looking at a narrative of Christ, or maybe we're looking at the early church in view of the book of Acts. And so we ask that greater question, what is the Lord wanting for me to know, and why did he put this passage here for me to read? I think those are two very important questions as we approach week 7, and it also helps you to narrow down your final project as it relates to submitting it in week 8. It's interesting as we think about that audience that we chose or selected in week 1, that now we're narrowing that focus of that theological theme and putting the pieces together and then aligning that theme in the context of the culture to which we're ministering in. So if we've chosen a junior high audience, high school ministry, small group, maybe it's a message that we would like to give, or maybe it's a mixed audience of different cultural groups. So these are things you're going to need to think about as you kind of land that plane and write and finish that final project for the course. Remember, there is no peer review for this class. You've been exempted from that requirement. So please do not email me, hey, am I working in a group? We're no longer requiring that for this class. And I'm hoping that they'll update that in the near future. So land the plane, put in the hangar, decide where you're going with your application and principles to be taught in view of your final paper. So this week we're tracing that biblical theological theme, and we're trying to connect how this relates to the audience that I chose and how I apply and bring principles to the group that I'm ministering to. I hope that helps and clarifies some more for week 7, and we'll continue to interact this week with another video. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving and you're seeing the end of a good work that you have submitted up to this point.